Hi my loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we'll be learning how to bead this bustier top. So if this is something you're interested in watching, please keep on watching this video and let's get right into the tutorial. So this is the Ankara bustier top that we'll be working on. At this point, I was done doing everything that I needed to do on it, the sewing, the ironing and every other thing. The only thing left for me now is to bead the upper parts. Initially, I planned to bead the upper parts and the down parts, but at some point, I felt that won't be necessary. Let me just bead the upper part so that I can be done with this tutorial as early as I can. So for this beading tutorial, I'll be using my beading needle, pearls bead, and the normal thread that we use for sewing. I didn't buy the beading thread, so we'll be using the normal thread and then the beading needle. If you don't have one and if you have not even seen one before, just tell the people that sells tailoring accessories that you want to buy a beading needle. It is very slim and it is different from the regular needle. So the first thing I'll be doing is to secure my needle inside my clothes. So I'll pass the needle inside. I already knotted the down part of the thread. So now I picked 4 pairs bead, but as I wanted to secure the beads on the fabric, I discovered that the 4 pairs bead was too much. So I had to reduce it to 3. So basically the first process is that you put your bead inside your needle, inside your beading needle, then you secure it on the fabric and then you knot it on the fabric so that it does not remove. So that's basically what you are going to continue repeating. You put your bead on your needle, secure it on the clothes, knot it, and then repeat the process over and over again. So this was where I was knotting it. This time I was already using 3 beads here. Just so you don't get it twisted when knotting it, you will knot it at the front of the last bead that is on your thread. So the front of the last bead that is on your thread, you want to pass your needle inside your clothes, then you bring it out. That's the first knot. Then the second knot, pass the needle again inside the clothes in front of the bead. Please don't allow it to go far from the bead, just right in front of where the last bead is stopping. Then you knot it again. That's the second knot, and that's going to make your bead very secure. It is not going to shift, it is not going to remove. So at this point, due to the fact that pairs bead are kind of big, because I've not worked on pairs bead before, I've not done pairs beading before. The beading that I usually do is always glass bead or crystal beads. You know, those ones are small. So the fact that this one is big is why I am having issues with it. So at this point, I was not really liking what I'm getting. So I had to, you see that in the previous video I was doing it too, but at this point I had to lose it. I had to lose everything. Then I started all over again and I started putting the beads one because the way I was putting it 2, 3, I was not really feeling it. It was not aligning very well. So at this point, I was already putting it 1. So I'll put 1 pairs bead inside the needle. Then I will secure it just the normal way that I would secure the one that was 3 too. Put your pairs bead, then you secure it inside your clothes. You bring it out and then do the second knot again. Then you want to repeat that over and over again. This beading is really very simple, but it takes time. So but then it is simple, and if you can calm down, you are going to love the results. But for me here, I think I had some things that I needed to do, and this clothes, I needed to put the clothes on the next morning, and so I was not really calm. I just wanted to get it done. I wanted to record the tutorial at the same time. So please, if you have the time, just calm down and do it, especially when you are working with pairs bead. If you have the time, please just do it 1. So you can see what I'm doing now. I'm taking 1 bead inside my needle, then I'm securing my knots inside the cloth. So at this point, I started from the middle. So at this point, I was already done with the first half, the first part. Then I'll proceed now to secure my knots, cut the thread, and then pass another thread inside my needle so that I can start from the midpoint again to the other end. So here I was done knotting the thread, and this is what I have. You can see how beautiful it is looking. So the next thing I want to do now is that I'll start all over again, just the same way that I did this other side. I'm going to repeat the same thing for this second side also. So there's really no big deal to doing this thing, just like it's just as if you are repeating the same thing over and over again. So here I was almost done with the other side. Because the tutorial was even kind of boring, because it kept on looking like as if I was doing the same thing. So here I was almost done with the other side, and I'm just putting my bead, securing it, and doing it all over and over again. Put the bead and then secure the thread inside the clothes 2 times. So that's basically all. So here I was done with the beading of this bustier top, and this is what my bustier top is looking like. If you learned 1 or 2 things from this video, please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share to your friends. Till I see you all again in another tutorial. Bye.